over. She'd hang it out on the clothesline. And slid down in Louisiana, where the alligator grows so.
Think I'll color him love. I'm gonna love, yes I will.
1969 was a year of experiments and sparks that still shine. Radio felt wild and open. Church choirs met back porch guitars. Studio polish shared space with raw, sweaty grooves. 12 forgotten R&B one-hit wonders stepped out of the noise, lit the room, and vanished like fireflies. These records didn't just play. They colored memories, house parties, and late-night drives. Stay to the end. Our number one still drops goosebumps the second the choir comes in. Kicking off at number 12, Grazing in the Grass, Friends of Distinction, 1969. A sunshine-soaked update of a famous instrumental that added voices like bright ribbons in the wind. Shimmering horns dance over hand claps. Tight call and response glides on an easy pocket. Feeling carefree and sunlit. It endures because the hook feels like summer on repeat. Barbecues, open windows, and that LA studio glow that never fades. Up ahead, the air gets thicker, the groove gets dirtier, and the story moves to the porch. Sliding in at 11, Polk Salad Annie, Tony Joe White, 1969. Swamp soul storytelling that smells like red clay and hot night air. A fuzzy guitar riff crawls under a husky vocal. The snare slaps like a screen door. The bass Lopez slow and mean. Feeling earthy and raw. It endures as the lean blueprint of Bayou funk, sweat, grit, and truth, kept alive by legendary stage covers and jukeboxes that still know what a pocket is. Don't move. The next one hides a beat that quietly rewired music. Cracking the top 10, Tracy, The Cuff Links, 1969. Bubblegum soul pop built in a studio, catchy enough to stick after one spin. Tambourine on the 2s and 4s, stacked harmonies like candy glass. A chorus that snaps shut like a hook. Feeling breezy and bright. It endures because craft and melody win radio races. Sometimes a perfect earworm is all you need. Coming up, a dedication with a golden heart, and a flip side that changed the future. At number 9, A Quiet Storm with a Golden Heart. Color Him Father, The Winstons, 1969. A tender salute to stepfathers that wraps gospel warmth around R&B truth. Gentle bass pulse, church-tinged leads, and a steady backbeat that walks tall. Feeling grateful and grounded.
My mother loves him, I can tell by the way she looks at him, she holds.
It endures for the message. And because the B-sides Amen drum break became one of the most sampled moments in hip-hop and dance history, a hidden seed that sprouted in 1,000 songs. Keep listening. The next chorus conquered stadiums and school gyms.
Man, love, yes I will. He's been so good to me.
Number 8 brings the chant heard everywhere. Na Na Hey Hey Kiss Him Goodbye, Steam, 1969. A studio oddball that turned into the world's loudest farewell. Crowd chant chorus, stomping beat, cheeky organ stabs you can't ignore. Feeling triumphant and playful. It endures because it's the perfect send-off. Simple, shoutable, and bigger than the band that made it. Now slide with me into Southern Soul charm and a wink at romance. At 7, A Flash of Romance. I Love You and I Thank You by Joe Tex.
But you and I know that that's a big fat lie. 'Cause when you
Not a one-hit artist, but this late, 60s spark reminded everyone of his magic. Southern soul horns lift the room. Toxing storytelling smiles at the mic. The shuffle groove keeps feet warm. Feeling, pleading, and playful.
and I'm here to see that you don't get nothing less.
It endures as a snapshot of Tex's wit and warmth. A jukebox moment that still winks from the corner. The next record doesn't look to next week. It peers 5,000 years down the line.
You're the sweetest woman in the world, and you going
Here at 6, The Future Calls. In the year 2525, Zager and Evans, 1969.
If woman can survive, they may fall.
A stark, sci-fi prophecy that cut across formats like a cold wind. Minor key drone hums under echo-laden voices. The percussion is sparse, almost skeletal. The mood is hushed and heavy. Feeling, eerie and prophetic.
65, ain't gonna need no husband, won't need no wife.
It endures as a late 60s time capsule. Anxiety, awe, questions without answers. Proof that a single idea can own every speaker for a season. Now drift with an instrumental that floats in like a dream.
He'll either say I'm pleased where man has been, or tear it down.
At 5, strings take the lead. Love Story, Where Do I Begin by Andy Williams.
Where do I begin?
Screen-born mood music that quietly crossed into radio life. Sweeping strings, gliding woodwinds, soft timpani that rolls like a distant wave. Feeling, dreamy and cinematic.
To songs and wild imaginings, she
It endures because mood is a language, and this one whispers in widescreen. No words, just pictures in your head. Next up, brass, vows, and a hook for the ages. Number 4 Pours on the Sunshine. More Today Than Yesterday, Spiral Staircase, 1969. A beaming love song with horns you can spot in 2 notes. Brassy fanfare opens the door. A crisp snare keeps you bouncing. Key changes climb like promises. Feeling joyful and devoted.
I'll be spending time with you. Oh,
It endures as a wedding staple and sing-along classic, covered by voices across generations. The next track slows the room, then breaks your heart with Velvet. At 3, Circles You'll Be Glad to Repeat. Going in Circles, Friends of Distinction, 1969. Slow burn elegance that wears longing like silk. Lush strings sigh. Velvet harmonies lean close. The rhythm section moves with patient grace. Feeling, aching and reflective. It endures as a late-night slow dance essential, proof that restraint can cut deeper than volume. One more to go before the choir lifts the ceiling clean off. Your runner-up is Gentle Reassurance. Smile, a Little Smile for Me. The Flying Machine, 1969.
to wear the shoes he wore. Oh,
British pop soul comfort that found a soft spot on American airwaves. Chiming guitars sparkle, a soft tambourine nods along. Tender harmonies offer a steady shoulder. Feeling, soothing and hopeful.
crying. In a little while you'll see.
It endures because heartbreak needs a hand, and this song offers one without drama or fuss. Now take a breath. The number 1 is pure, overflowing joy.
Rosemary, Rosemary.
Number 1, Oh Happy Day, Edwin Hawkins Singers, 1969. Born in Oakland with community roots, this gospel praise stepped out of Sunday morning and into everyday life. It did not whisper, it radiated. It proved spirit could move charts as easily as hearts, and that a choir could carry hope to the mainstream without losing its soul. Listen to the soundscape. Rolling piano sets the table. Handclaps crackle like bright sparks. The lead soars without strain. Then the choir rises behind it like sunlight breaking through stained glass. The call and response feels less like performance and more like a room full of people who believe every note they sing. Legacy? Massive. It opened a wider door for gospel influence across pop and R&B, echoed through films and TV, and inspired artists far beyond church walls. In a restless year, it said joy can be a revolution. One song, one choir, a lift you can still feel from the first bar to the last. 1969 wasn't just grooves and glitter. It was grit, grace, and lightning in a bottle that flashed once and stayed in memory forever. Which track hit you hardest today, and where did it take you back to? Tell me the scene, the smell, the moment. Next up, we dive into 1970 bigger strings, deeper grooves, and a left field surprise at the top. Subscribe so you don't miss the next soul stroll.